Okay, hey guys,
It's
welcome.
time to move on. We
Uh,
shouldn't stay here.
um, Alright, so, let's continue with the Archon quest. And if I have time, I'll probably go and continue with with Economia. But I don't think I will, though. Okay, let's go meet up with Shenhe. Oh.
Hey! So, Shenhe...
Master has relayed my situation to you, I take it.
She knows.
Oh? How did you
Because, because, well, we do all know that a Cloud Retainer is quite very talkative.
I'd intended to wait until you came back before going to sleep, but I didn't hear you come in. I was worried that something may have happened to you, so I went outside to check and caught sight of my master.
Oh, is that the reason why from the last time there was a scenery of looking at the looking down below?
On top of this, you have been acting very strangely around me this morning, causing me to suspect that my master must have told you everything about me. After all, Master is very talkative.
Oh, I am feeling very, I don't know, very, very. I am feeling very pitiful towards Shenhe and Ganyu.
know? Sorry, Shenhe. Paimon had you down as an Adeptus this whole time, but it turns out Paimon was wrong.
It's okay. I don't mind. The fault is mine for not explaining everything to you sooner, because in my experience, trying to explain is a futile pursuit. Still, though you mistook me for an Adeptus, you never treated me as distant and unapproachable. Instead, you treated me as you would a friend.
Oh, don't worry, Shenhe. We treat everyone like this. Even Xiao.
For this, I am very grateful indeed. To be fair, we've met our fair share of real Adepti, too.
Especially Xiao.
Anyway, now it's settled. From now on, you're our friend. Whether you're an Adeptus or a human isn't the important thing. First and foremost, we're just plain old friends.
Wait, no friend.
Got it. Although I don't know quite what it entails in terms of what I have to do, I must say I like the title friend very much indeed.
Great! Well, now that we're all rested up, we should start searching for the other two items on the list. But before we do that, let's go to the building site and ask Ningguang's little helper how the progress is going. After all, Sunset Vermilionite is so rare. Paimon doubts many competitors will really be able to find any. If it turns out some of them have given up already, we'll be able to take things a little more slowly. Oh, and another thing. We bought some grilled chicken drumsticks on the way back last night. There was a place just outside. Here's one for you, Shenhe. Try it! They're so good.
I concur. It has a rich flavor, far more agreeable than those I've cooked for myself in the wilderness in the past.
Any kind of food is delicious to Paimon, though. Oh, was that Yunjin?
Look! Look! The Jade Chamber is floating into the sky! But it seems to be tied down by something.
Yeah, Paimon. I mean, they're not yet finished constructing it after all. They can't just have it flying away.
That's because it's not finished.
Hey, Bywin! And hey, Beto! And hey, person Paimon doesn't know?
Nice greetings, Paimon.
Given the enormous scale of the Jade Chamber, we split the construction work into 2 phases to make sure the structure remains balanced. Before we find some suitable plastrite, we build the Jade Chamber's keel at ground level. Once the plastrite is ready, we place it into the keel and let the partially constructed Jade Chamber rise up to the height of the surrounding mountain peaks. The remainder of the construction work is then carried out at that altitude. Once everything is ready, we release the iron tethers and allow the Jade Chamber to rise to its target altitude.
It's kind of amazing how they would work the Jade Chamber. I mean, it certainly isn't easy to work on a floating thing, and there's also the danger, you know, because it's floating. It's certainly in an altitude.
Miss Bywin, we've brought some new materials to submit.
One moment, I'll be right there. The construction work has only been able to progress this rapidly thanks to the plastrite provided by you. Lady Ningguang is most grateful and looks forward to seeing more of your work.
Wow, can't believe you sourced the plastrite so quickly. It's the key piece of the puzzle. Looks like you beat us to the punch.
Oh, so you two also joined, huh?
Beto? You're joining the Jade Chamber contest too?
Sure am. I happened to get my hands on a chunk of sunset vermilionite on a voyage a while back, so I figured I'd bring it over.
Huh. So even though it's rare, we're not the only ones who managed to get a hold of it.
Oh, I've got some introductions to do. This is the renowned Miss Yun, or Yunjin, probably the most famous figure in the Liyue opera scene.
Liyue. How did you pronounce that? Liyue? Liyue.
Greetings.
These two are Paimon and the Traveler, both good buddies of mine. And this is... sorry, not sure we've met.
Shenhe. I am their... friend.
Good to meet you. A friend of a friend is my friend too. Or, as I like to say, a mate of a crewmate is part of the crew. Miss Yun is also here for the contest. Turns out she needed to borrow a boat, so we came together.
It's an honor to finally meet you both. I've heard much about you. Miss Shenhe, though we are only meeting for the first time, I have a feeling that we will get along very well indeed. To be honest with you all, I am in great need of this opportunity to ask Lady Ningguang a question. That's why I joined the contest. Thanks to my father's connections, I was able to acquire a specimen of the plastrite required. Fortunately, it was approved for submission, despite being a little on the diminutive side. Wow. So it looks like the three of us are competitors now. Excuse me for prying, Miss Shenhe, but are you competing as well?
She's with us.
No, I don't have any questions for Ningguang. I just wanted to help him win.
In that case, I have a proposal to make. Lady Ningguang said that the first 3 contestants to procure all 3 materials will be awarded the chance to ask a question. Well, there are 3 teams here. We can split the prize between us. Instead of competing against each other, we could work together to secure the top 3 places between us. What do you think? Sounds great, but how does it change things exactly?
I think I see where you're going with this, Miss Yun. The plastrite was the most difficult item to source by a long shot. Luckily, all 3 of us managed to get our hands on it. The 2 remaining items aren't quite so rare, so as long as one of us finds a way to source it, the other 2 can hop on the bandwagon. How'd I do?
Is that what you had in mind?
Precisely.
Huh. Interesting approach.
Okay then. All right, I'll go first. I have some leads on these wonder cores. From what I've heard, the core itself is really not that difficult to make. The hard part is getting hold of the ore used as raw materials. I'm gonna head back to the ship and ask Suling if he's heard of them. You guys...
We will head into town and seek advice from Master Zhang of Hanfeng's Ironmongers. Thoughts?
Sounds good.
Wonderful.
Let's go.
We'll split into teams then, and whoever makes progress first brings all of us a step closer to victory. I'm gonna take off. See you later.
So it was actually three people?
Okay,
It could be
let's
three
go.
winners?
By the way, what question are you gonna ask Ningguang Yunjin? I'm looking for a venue to host the performance of our new opera. Lady Ningguang has excellent judgment, so I would like to hear her opinion. Ooh, what's the opera called? Paimon wants to go see it. The opera is a labor of love by my father. He wrote it based on a popular urban legend about an evil spirit and an adeptus. It's called The Divine Damsel of Devastation.
Wait, isn't that... Oh, anyway. Let's not, I see a Sealy over there, so let's go and get it first. Oh, I'm sorry.
Come into being.
Gotta smile for the fans.
What? Fan? Wait. What's she doing? Where are you going, Mr. Sealy?
This world holds many a rare treasure.
Wait. Alright. Yar.
Ah, hello. Are you here for something off the shelf? Or do you need something forged?
Excuse me, Master Zhang. We were wondering if you'd heard of something called a Wonder Core.
Of course I have. Sorry, who's asking?
My name is Yunjin. Perhaps you don't know me, but I believe that you forged some weaponry for my father in the past, for stage use.
Yunjin? Stage use? Oh, so you must be Miss Yoon.
Suddenly happening to
Sorry,
a
my
different...
brain's finally caught up. It's not used to doing much beyond bashing a hammer all day. Everyone's heard of you, Miss Yoon. Even folks who don't make it to the opera all that often. Like myself. So, you're here to ask about wonder cores, huh? As it happens, I do know how to make them. Matter of fact, I made some for Lady Ningguang back when she was building the original Jade Chamber.
Oh, so he does know.
The types of ore needed to make wonder cores are a little hard to come by. Lady Ningguang supplied them herself last time. I don't suppose you've brought any yourselves?
No, we don't know what it's made out of, but if you tell us, we can go and get them.
No, we were gonna ask you what kinds of ore we need.
That's right.
Sure. Well, you'll need two kinds. Star Splinter Iron and Subrosium.
This is the first time I'm hearing about those.
If I remember correctly, Lady Ningguang sourced her Star Splinter Iron from the Mount Tianheng area. They say it resonates with visions.
Oh, just like they're bringing back that event with the is that Chi-Chi over there? Where was I going again? Oh yeah, the one with the event with Fischl and Mona finding the meteorites using the vision.
It could take some work, but if you stick with it, you'll find some eventually. As for the Subrosium, though, that's trickier. It's all but unheard of on the market.
Then where do we start?
I'm really not sure. Sorry. What I've heard is that the people around Mount Tianheng have some sort of magic trick that can pinpoint the location of the stuff. Of course, it's probably just hearsay. If you want my advice, start by looking for Star Splinter Iron around Mount Tianheng. And if you run into any locals, ask them a few questions about Subrosium.
Mount Tianheng.
Interestingly enough, the story of the divine damsel of devastation also takes place on that mountain. I hear the view there is quite spectacular. A favorite destination of the Adepti, in fact.
Really?
Perhaps it can give me some inspiration. Let's not delay. We should head straight there.
I saw Chi-Chi over here though. What was she doing there? Oh, she really is there. I thought that she should have been at the site though. Where they were working with the I don't know, the Jade Chamber?
Oh, it's you.
Chi-Chi, what are you doing here?
Seaside. Dangerous. Chi-Chi is helping with the evacuation.
Evacuation?
Yes. Ningguang said there's something bad in the sea.
I thought it was... Oh, so Ningguang already knows it? The danger? In any cases, I thought that she asked for Chi-Chi because of the construction site.
So, she sent Chi-Chi to evacuate everyone. But no one will listen to Chi-Chi. So instead, Chi-Chi is guarding this place. If danger comes, Chi-Chi will protect everyone. Don't go near the sea. It's too dangerous.
Well, Cloud Retainer already told us, so we're aware of it, but I guess Ningguang also knows about it. Okay, so then, let's... Oh, it's here?
I came to Mount Tianheng once with my father as a child. I remember it being such a long climb that I could barely feel my legs by the time we reached the top. This is quite a trip down memory lane for me. Look at these majestic, towering peaks and the gently flowing streams. It's like setting foot in paradise. No wonder the legend of the divine damsel of devastation is said to have taken place here. Adepti wander oft where mortals seldom stride. Indeed, this looks like a place that one might expect to be frequented by Adepti.
The Divine Damsel of Devastation is your upcoming opera, right? And the story takes place in Mount Tianheng. Huh. Seems like you have a real connection with this place. What's the story about, though?
It's the story of a girl becoming a hero.
Oh.
Cool! A hero story? They're Paimon's favorite!
The legend first arose in this area. It is said that there used to be a prosperous village on the mountain. In that village, there was a loving couple who were completely devoted to one another. One day, a terrifying monster appeared. The wife was out collecting herbs and was captured by the monster. Her husband was so distraught at the news that it broke his spirit and drove him to madness. The vile and vicious monster told the villagers, "If you want to live, you must sacrifice a child to me."
What a nasty piece of work! Paimon sure hopes this monster gets put in its place!
But the monster was so terrible and so strong that all within the village were terrified of it. They had no choice but to give in to the monster's demand. Just while they were discussing whose child would be given over to the monster, a little girl suddenly stood up and came forward.
No! Don't do it, little girl!
Unbeknownst to anybody else, she was concealing an exorcist's blade. She approached the monster's lair, feigning fear and trepidation. When she finally arrived, she courageously drew her sword and entered into a fierce struggle with the monster, from which she eventually emerged as the victor. Her extraordinary abilities drew the attention of the Adepti, and they took her as one of their own. Her story became the stuff of legends. But alas, the paths of mortals and Adepti seldom cross, and she would never again re-enter the mortal world.
Quite very different from what Cloud Retainer told us. If you guys are still unaware, the story of this damsel is actually about Shenhe's childhood.
And so, destined to grace the mortal realm for but a brief moment, she vanished like a wisp of smoke into thin air. That's how the opera ends.
Look at Shenhe.
I really like this story.
She likes it because it's not exactly accurate to what really happened back then.
But I personally think that perhaps the little girl was not as brave as the opera makes her out to be. I'm not sure she deserves all the praise she is given.
I've never considered that before. Opera is always an interpretation of the events it purports to portray. A certain degree of deviation from the truth is always inevitable. When my father wrote the script for this play, I suppose his intention was to inspire his audience with the character of the Divine Damsel.
I think it's a great story. The ideal story.
Well, it sure inspired Paimon! Let's go get ourselves some Star Splinter Iron! Yeah!
It's kind of awkward. Use visions to find the Star Splitter. Okay, so here we go. We need someone where we can see their vision from the back, and we can't use Zhongli because, as you may know, it's a fake vision, so it shouldn't have worked. So it shouldn't work. Use visions. Fine. Maybe it's up here. I wonder if Xiao's vision would work. Let's, Oh! It's this one. Albedo's would definitely work because it's real. What about... Xiao's vision also works. Zhongli's vision isn't going to work. Because it's fake, like Venti. And the Traveler doesn't have one. Oh, I also got a sigil. There's another. Okay, so where is it supposed to be? Oh, I see it. Oh. Oh, it's not. It's not actually. Wrong. Those were only Gale sigils. Oh, so this is Starplinter. Okay, so, oh, I see it! It's over there. Well, since it makes some noise...
This should be enough Star Splinter iron. Now we just need to find that Subrosium.
I think I saw a village on our way here. Master Zhong said we should ask the locals for help. Why don't we try there?
Oh. I'm still...
Hey, there really is someone here.
I thought that the vision just made noise before the cutscene.
Yunjin, looks like you were right. Excuse us, sir. Can we ask you something? Huh. He didn't seem to catch that.
Hello, sir. We were just passing by and wanted to ask if you happen to know anything about Subrosium.
Oh, maybe he's mute.
Is he trying to tell us to look for clues in the village? Well, whatever. Guess we're on our own here. Shenhe, Yunjin, let's have a look around.
Sorry, you can go ahead without me. I'd like to have a word with this gentleman. If that's okay with you, Uncle Mingjin.
It's...
Shenhe.
Shenhe. You're alive. The rumors were true. So, all these years?
Oh, so he could speak. Ah, so this is the village where she originated from.
I'm sorry, I don't know how to find Subrosium. But I think you can find some information in the village. This place is deserted now. No one ever comes here. So you can rummage around all you want.
Huh? You know this guy, Shenhe?
Thank you, kind sir. We'll go and take a look around.
Good thing Yunjin knows how to read the
Don't
atmosphere.
worry. Mingjin has no ill intention towards Miss Shenhe. She'll be quite safe.
Of course, and there's no way he'll be able, even if he did, there's no way he'll be able to take on Shenhe.
Okay, then let's see what we can find in this village.
Let's leave them alone. Did say that. Search for records. Oh, so we need to search for records. Oh, there it is.
Huh. What's this?
The doctor said you are gravely ill. Don't worry, I will give everything I have to save you. My heart bleeds whenever I see you getting worrier. Your illness beyond treatment. How I wish I could suffer the pain for you. You said you had no regrets in this life and that you only wish for me to take good care of Shenhe. But you regret nothing. Why the tears? I don't know what I've been doing lately. Though I still breathe, I feel like an empty shell. I have read all the ancient texts I could get my hands on looking for ways to save you, but it is utterly futile. I finally found it. It was Mingjun. He had kept the book that could save you hidden. I took it and followed its instructions to summon a god and offer a sacrifice. The god appeared. I told him that I was willing to exchange my life for yours. He kept silent and only pointed at our daughter Shenhe. The god said her fate was to bear the curse of calamity and that she was prone to bring harm to those close to her. The god also said that she might even have been the cause of your death. In that case, I thought I should. I left her in the cave that the god mentioned. 3 days have passed and still no news. I grow restless from waiting, seized by an ominous feeling. And so, I am sorry, my love. Forgive me. You too, Shenhe. Please forgive me. How stupid I was. How blind. Let me apologize to both of you. In person. A suicide note. He should have at least returned to the place, though. Maybe this is the true story of the divine damsel of devastation.
So, Shenhe is the divine damsel? Now that I think about it, she does behave rather like an adeptus, and she is about the right age. So that's why I've been getting the strangest feeling whenever I chat with her. I should have noticed it earlier. According to this text, the divine damsel from the opera was actually the daughter of the loving couple. And she didn't volunteer. She was sacrificed to the monster by her own father.
Maybe that was also the reason why the uncle, hid the book, because he somehow knows about what was going. He probably knows what, that whatever god the book was summoning was very dangerous.
The truth is even more lamentable than the opera. Now I understand why Shenhe said the girl was not as brave as people think. It wasn't her choice to enter that ghastly situation. She was forced into it. Oh, it looks like my father may need to make a few revisions to his beloved opera.
There's a...
Although it's not gold, it certainly glitters.
Okay, but where... What do we got? Records of a
So it
changing
seems that
village.
Shenhe's father thought he was summoning a benevolent deity using a magic incantation. But in fact, he summoned an evil god's remains, which took the form of a monster.
A branch family of exorcists used to live in the east of the village, but in around 2 weeks, the mother died of disease. The young daughter went missing, and shortly after, the father hanged himself on a tree in the yard of his own house. It has been confirmed that traces of an evil god's remains were found in the village. The villagers are panicking as no one is certain whether the evil god's remains are gone for good. Do be careful when you are in this area. But why would it have this symbol on it?
His obsessive yearning for his deceased wife led to a terrible tragedy. The villagers moved away in fear, without ever learning the truth. And now, this place is deserted. Still, I do wonder what the connection is between Shenhe and Mingjun.
Well, I think Mingjun is the brother, perhaps, of Shenhe's father. I mean, Shenhe did just called him uncle. So they're probably related.
We've looked everywhere, but still no mention of Sabrosia. lake over there.
Yeah, the only thing we found are records of what happened from the past.
This is it!
Magic engraved on Subrosium does not wear off easily. Some believe the stone to be a bridge between the living and the dead. However, finding Subrosium is no easy matter. You need to be at the right place at the right time. Legend has it that you may find Subrosium if you stand in the middle of the lake south of Mount Tianheng at dusk and look in the direction of the setting sun. Dusk and look in the direction of the setting sun. A lake south of Mount
So
Tianheng.
basically, we need to go to the middle of the lake south of Mount Tianheng at dusk, and we'll find us some Subrosium. Let's go back and tell Shenhe the news!
Solidify!
I thought I saw a flower. A violet, maybe. Not here.
Gather! 1 year when I was back visiting, I heard a story about a white-haired adeptus from a merchant passing by. I never imagined it was you. I was a very close friend of your father's. I could have stopped him from performing the summoning ritual.
No.
I had plenty of chances, but I couldn't bring myself to stand up to him. I just let things happen, let it all escalate. Well, we all know how that story ended.
So he was a friend. Then maybe he's not an exorcist. Well, probably. In any cases, Shenhe's father was probably an exorcist. If he was just an ordinary person, then if Mijin is an ordinary person as I think he is, then he really wouldn't be able to stop Shenhe's father.
I bring flowers back here every year. And each time I wish I had a chance to apologize to you.
Apologize for what? If you'd stopped him, he'd only have found another way. There is nothing he wouldn't have done for his true love. Nothing.
Do you still hate him?
I don't know what I feel. I'm told my fate is to bear the curse of calamity, so my master bound my soul with red ropes to curb my aggression. But it also dampened my emotions, making me dispassionate, like the Adepti. So if you ask me how I feel about the past, if I hate my father or not, the truth is, I feel nothing at all.
It must have been so tough for you all these years.
Shenhe, we're back!
Oh, then I will leave you all in peace. Shenhe, it brings me some solace knowing that you are okay. I'll tell you more about the old times next time we meet.
No need to, because we know and could tell her, but wanted to, well, it's the matter between them.
Thanks, mister. We found some info in the end. Shenhe, look. This tells us how to find Subrosium. All we gotta do is go to the middle of that lake.
And now I see a slime passing by.
Let's go then.
Miss Shenhe, there's something I'd like to talk to you about. Just now,
In the village, we found your father's diary. It turns out that many of the details in the Divine Damsel of Devastation are not true to the facts, so I'd like to change them.
Why?
I know I say that opera always deviates from the truth, but now that the main character is standing right here in front of me, I cannot simply dismiss your lived experience in favor of my father's fiction.
It's okay. I like your version.
Huh?
My master once said that the day I learn how to use my strength for the good of others is the day that I can truly become part of human society. So, I hope that one day I might be brave enough to stand up and protect others, just like the girl in the opera. But I've never thought this way before, and I wonder whether I will continue to think in this way.
Don't worry. I believe you will. In fact, I think maybe you've already started to become the person you aspire to be. You just haven't had the opportunity to see it for yourself yet. Shenhe! Yunjin! Cut the chit-chat! Let's go!
Mood cutter. Or maybe she's just saving the atmosphere.
We can't let someone else beat us to it!
Okay, let's go to the lake. I said lake. Oh, it's not that far. Oh. Okay. 17:30. Maybe just before that. Yeah, 5. Where is the... Oh. It wasn't 17:30 yet. I see a person over there. Oh, is that Xiao? Hello, Xiao. What are you doing here?
What brings you here? Have they found a solution to the danger in the sea?
What danger in the sea? Oh, so that's why
Ningguang didn't tell you. Something has happened in Guyan Stone Forest. According to the contract, as an Adeptus, I should not get involved for now. But these things can be unpredictable. I have a contingency plan of my own.
Yeah, what?
Only a single mountain lies between here and Liyue Harbor. If things get out of control, I will defend this place myself.
Oh. Oh, there it is.
That's everything we need! Let's head back and report in! Paimon's curious if Beto's made any progress.
So we're seeing our companions are almost everywhere.
Solidify!
I think that Dr. Bezu may have a heart attack if he finds out what Ningguang has borrowed Chi-Chi for. Now it makes me curious, how old is Shenhe?
This world holds many a rare treasure.
Because, well, you know, I'm just curious because, you know, Songyun is her nephew. And, Uncle Mingyun seems to be quite a bit old, very old, from the looks of it. Anyways, let's head back to Liyue Harbor. Yeah, I'm just curious. I mean, she can't exactly be the age I think she appears to be, maybe. But Yoonjin said that she fits the right age, so I don't know what to think. Let's check on the items. Where is that? Star Splitter Iron. It has the power to resonate with visions. That's very curious. Star Splinter Iron. And anything that's connected to the star seems to be able to resonate with visions. Very curious. It can often be found. Anyways, let's go. I hope we can keep these items because they're very, very curious to have.
Oh, goodness.
So, are they okay?
This is some top quality ore you found. I think I'll get a good end product out of these. Guess now it's my time to shine.
Hey everyone, how's the A-team doing?
Beto, you came just at the right time.
I ran into a bit of a brick wall on my end. Suling's never seen a Wonder Core before, and says it'd take a lot of research for him to get up to speed.
No need, we got it.
Leave the Wonder Cores to me. I'll work on them while you go about your business. Don't worry. It won't take me too long.
Much obliged, Master Zhang. We should look into the Adepti sigils next, but where should we find items relating to the Adepti?
We could go ask Cloud Retainer or Shao.
I'll sort that out.
Shenhe can go.
Oh? You got this then?
Yes. I have been training with the Adepti for years. I know a thing or two about making sigils.
Oh, so she can make them herself.
When we first met, I told you I came for the Jade Chamber, not the contest. In fact, I came specifically to deliver Adepti sigils. Master heard that Ningguang was planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber, so she sent me to deliver some Adepti sigils to her. Master also said she hoped that I can take this opportunity to rejoin human society. But now that I'm here, I wonder if I've been removed from the world for too long. There's so much basic knowledge that I lack. Maybe it won't work for me to stay here after all. But either way, I'm very glad to have met you, and I'll take care of those Adepti sigils.
Without knowing the ins and outs of your situation, I can't say whether you should stay or not. But now that our paths have crossed, we'll always have a connection. So if you're ever feeling down, come find me on my ship. There'll be a drink waiting for you.
Thank you. So, Master Zhang, I'll need to use your facilities to make the sigils.
Fine by me. I'm actually curious to see how the Adepti arts work. Maybe I'll learn something.
Master Zhang and Shenhe start making the Wonder Cores and the Adepti sigil.
Whew. The sigils are ready. Though they are in some respects inferior to my master's, I can assure you there will be no quality issues.
I've finished forging the things you asked for, too.
Well, we don't have anything about... We don't have any complaint about the Adepti sigils. I mean, Even the Fatui made a copy of the Adepti sigils. Quite very funny for that.
Great! Let's go submit them before someone else gets there ahead of us.
Wonder Core. Adepti sigil. The two things disappeared. I thought they would have remained. Ways. Oh, it does look different from Adepti sigil. Sigil of permission. It looks different from the sigil of permission. It's probably different from this one. Used for a different kind of thing. Anyways, let's go and submit it. Wow, let's fly from over here. Let's go at the Jade Chamber first. Let me enter. Can I land? Oh, I can. Oh, but I can't enter. I can explore though. But still, Ningguang isn't telling us something. The danger. Oh, oh, oh! Can't. Really can't.
Burst forth! Come into being!
Still can't. Aw, can't climb up the top anymore. Anyways, let's go and deliver this. Where is the secretary? Oh no!
Ningguang's little secretary! We found all the materials!
Ningguang's little secretary.
Oh, already? All three of you found them together. Okay, I see.
There's nothing against the rules for making teams, you
The
know.
Wonder Cores and Adepti sigils look good. It seems that we found our winners.
Buy when calls for the participants to
I
gather.
hereby announce that the winners of this material procurement contest are the Traveler, Yunjin, and Beidou.
What? It's over already? I haven't even found the plus right yet!
I can't believe it. So close, but so far.
I doubt he found any plus right
I'd like to
either.
invite our 3 winners to please proceed to the Jade Chamber, where Lady Ningguang is waiting for you.
Oh, so we're really gonna go to the Jade Chamber.
Huh? Where's Beidou? She was right here.
Captain Beidou has some business to attend to. She will join later. Please come with me for now.
Beidou probably already knows what's happening at the sea. After all, I mean, she does have her crew out in the sea.
Alright then, guess we'll head on up to the Jade Chamber first.
I already went there before I came here, though.
This has been a long time coming. The last time we went up to the Jade Chamber was ages ago.
Rise of the Jade Chamber. Okay,
Combine the
here's the
Adepti
moment
sigils
of
with the Wonder Cores and insert them into the Jade Chamber's control compartment.
That's some amazing thing.
The construction of the new Jade Chamber is now officially complete. Once the tethers are released, it will soar into the sky. Thank you all for your work. Now it is time for me to fulfill my promise.
Yeah.
But wait a minute, you aren't. Isn't there something you aren't telling us first, Ningguang?
Miss Yun, I've already heard something about the reason for your involvement. You are looking for a venue for your new opera, aren't you?
That's right. Lady Ningguang, I would like to hear your opinion.
The unveiling of Miss Yun's grand new opera surely requires a venue of equal grandeur. So what would you say if I proposed that we stage your first performance right here, in the newly built Jade Chamber? The Jade Chamber offers a splendid panoramic view of the mountains and the bustling city. It is fitting for the finest performance to be hosted in the heavens. I can think of no better stage for you than here, Miss Yun.
Oh, so... Well, I suppose people do come in and out of the Jade Chamber. And they need to...
Thank you, Lady Ningguang. Then I will prepare my props and other articles shortly. Please allow me to bring all these aboard the Jade Chamber.
You're quite welcome. It's truly what a good opera deserves.
But how are they going to make people see it? The Jade Chamber is flying so high up, though. They're going to let people in, right?
A traveler, Shenhe, Paimon, I'll be leaving now. Do come and see my play when the time comes.
You're next. What is your question? I should clarify. I do not know your sister's whereabouts. Please, don't waste your question on this matter.
Oh, but that's exactly why we came in here.
You're a mind reader, Ningguang. Oh well. Guess Paimon will ask a question then.
Managing a successful business is not as simple as you might think. Capital, connections, sensitivity to the trends, and instinct for what is a good opportunity. All of these traits are crucial.
Does Ningguang have spies everywhere?
If you want to know how to make money, I will honor our agreement and give you an answer. But that is not to say that it will work for you.
Yeah, after all, we do go from place to place.
Wow. Paimon hadn't even asked the question yet.
Your question was written all over your face. Now look, you helped me rebuild the Jade Chamber, and I intend to repay you handsomely for it. So I promise you that should you one day require financial assistance, you may seek employment here. I will pay you at the highest rate of remuneration.
Oh, great! So next time we run out
tomorrow, we just need to come to Ningguang? No more questions from us. Shenhe, you got a question?
Me?
Yes, this is a group effort.
Thank you. But I don't have anything to ask.
What about the issue at the sea?
Are you sure? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I'd urge you not to squander it.
Yeah, just don't waste it. Hold on a second. Paimon can probably think of another one.
Lady Ningguang, do you think I can ever fit in Liyue Harbor?
She can probably join, Ganyu. I mean, the two of them came under the The two of them came under a cloud retainer, so they could probably find company with each other.
Now that is an interesting question.
Now that it reminds me, Shenhe's shoulder sleeves remind me of the wings that we got at Dragon Spine.
Liyue Harbor is very inclusive. As long as you respect the rules here, you will not be turned away. So, the key is whether or not you yourself can develop a sense of belonging in Liyue Harbor.
Huh. A sense of belonging.
Yes. To become fond of a place, to feel part of it, it always requires a reason. Perhaps someone you've met, or something you've experienced here. Or perhaps you enjoy the atmosphere of Liyue, and you will become accustomed to it. In short, everyone needs a reason to stay. I hope you can find yours soon.
I see.
Hey, what's going on? I just went to see the fleet. I'm a little later than expected.
Come on, Beidou. It's your turn. Do you have a question for Ningguang?
Me? Nah, I ain't got any questions. She forced me to help out, so I figured...
Ningguang? What are you talking about?
You'll see when the Jade Chamber ascends. However, it's not the most pleasant topic of conversation. Maybe it's better that you don't know.
Ningguang begins to prepare for liftoff.
When I first set foot in the Jade Chamber, I stood at the edge of the platform and looked down upon Liyue Harbor far below. At that time, I dreamed that one day the Jade Chamber's shadow would be seen in all 7 nations of Teyvat. My wish has not changed to this very day. However, it is not only out of consideration for myself that I have built the Jade Chamber anew at this time. I hope the Jade Chamber will always float in the skies above Liyue Harbor, bearing witness to the prosperity and peace of the human world. And I hope that you can all witness it with me. Let the Ascension ceremony commence!
Oh, here we go.
To rebuild it now is a way of drawing her out.
Got it. Well, let's go fetch the Adepti.
No.
Huh?
In this human age, the people of Liyue must find a way to overcome this crisis on our strength alone!
Even our screen is being wet.
You are a cursed child. Your life brings nothing but disaster to us all. At least if you die, I can bring her back.
The day you learn how to use your strength for the good of others is the day that you can truly become part of human society.
Oh, she went after it.
What are you doing here?
We can't let you be the only one taking this risk!
I hardly see this as a great risk. The people of Liyue Harbor are well prepared, and she is already badly injured. Only sheer willpower is keeping her alive. I may be nearing the end of my stamina, but in a fight to the death, I think I have the upper hand.
We'll help too!
Is this going to be a new boss? Up and down. What?
Unleash!
Manifest!
Solidified!
She also has a lot of heads.
Obey!
Stabilize! Moment of birth!
Oh no.
Solidify!
Take your true form! Cryo incarnate!
Useless! Glory!
Which one is it? Is it this one? No, not.
Live! Gather!
Who is
My
it?
will embodied!
Wait, I don't know which one it is now.
Burst forth!
Where is it?
Solidify!
Take your true form!
Disappear! Here! Worthless!
Quake!
She's getting away! Shouldn't we go after her?
This place is unstable. It is too risky to continue pursuing her. If the place collapsed, the consequences would be disastrous. Let's head back.
It was quite tricky to battle.
I'm just a little exhausted. Otherwise, fine. I wanted to deal with it myself. I didn't expect you to follow me. Don't worry. She's not coming back anytime soon. After an injury like that, she'll likely seek refuge somewhere else.
How did things go underwater?
It's been dealt with. She was injured before entering the water. It didn't take too much effort to finish the job.
Good. So the crisis has been safely averted. When you visit the Jade Chamber in the future, you will be afforded generous treatment.
Lady Ningguang, the fleet reports that the sea monster has left Guyan Stone Forest and the surrounding waters have returned to normal.
Thank you. How are the Millilith?
Thanks to the medical supplies you prepared and Lady Keqing's command, our losses were minimal. Of course, we owe huge thanks to this young lady for her help. On behalf of the entire Millilith, thank you for your service.
Just like the hero in the story.
Great. Then next time I watch Miss Yun's opera, I'll be able to take the compliments. I wasn't trying to be a hero, though. I just wanted to protect you.
Let the soldiers recuperate, but don't let your guard down. If she returns with a vengeance, we must be prepared.
Yes, ma'am.
You've been monitoring us for some time now. I trust you've reached a conclusion.
You wish to hear one's opinion. Well, things would have hardly gone so smoothly had it not been for Shenhe.
But I think I prefer her voice in the flashback of Shenhe. You know, not echoing.
That I do not deny. However, final victory was always going to be ours, even had things been a little more arduous. If it came to it, I could always destroy another Jade Chamber.
That's very costly, though.
One has observed your adaptation of the Guizhong ballista, and find oneself compelled to admit that you have evidenced some degree of novel thinking. You have learned from past failures and prepared for this crisis in advance. This is considerable progress compared to the last time. Hence, on balance, one finds your performance during this trial satisfactory enough. But there will no doubt be further trials to come in the future. Do not suppose that one will not continue observing you hereafter.
While the position of Tianquan remains mine, I will always ensure Liyue's safety.
Shenhe, one saw you secretly venture out from the mountains a few years ago, and noticed the air of dejection in which you returned. Hopefully this trip to Liyue Harbor has been a different experience.
Yes. I can't explain it, but I feel happier than I expected.
Oh. They are all like this.
They don't want to hear anything about you telling their embarrassing stories.
Fine. Since you care not to listen, one shan't be telling you. One shall be going homeward now.
Oh, Cloud Retainer It's sulky now.
Please, have a good rest. Come to the Jade Chamber when you have recovered your energy. We must celebrate both the completion of the Jade Chamber and the fact that Liyue has weathered another crisis. This banquet must be the most spectacular ever.
Wow, how do you use this thing?
Solidify! Solidify!
Oh! There's Genshin.
The Millilith's casualties are within the range we expected. But in hindsight, there were still flaws with our plan. If we'd had more time, we could have built a barrier here to absorb the impact of the waves. We must learn from this experience and never repeat the same mistakes again. We were fortunate to have your assistance this time. Thank you.
Oh, there are more of them up there. And where's Ganyu? Where's Ganyu though?
Gather!
Coming to be.
Where is this? Oh.
Solidify!
Alright, let's head to the Jade Chamber. Oh, so we can teleport here. Oh, that's good. Oh, there they are.
Wow! Everyone's already seated! It's Paimon's first time attending a banquet in the Jade Chamber.
Huh.
The food here looks amazing.
I don't see any food though, I'm just seeing teacups. And a teapot.
All of you here are my distinguished guests. I am determined that each of you thoroughly enjoys yourself. Those who don't drink alcohol, please, help yourself to other beverages. Fine wine is a delight to the senses, but it is far from the only one. I trust you will find the marvelous view from the Jade Chamber to be an equally gratifying indulgence.
Have you heard? Miss Yun's going to be performing today.
Oh, so we're the only ones who'll be seeing it?
Sure have. Honestly, it's the main reason I'm here. I've never missed any of Miss Yun's performances, and I don't intend to start now. I hear she's going to perform The Divine Damsel of Devastation today, the one written by her father. I've been so excited that I've barely slept the last few nights.
Hey, look! Miss Yun is going on stage!
披冠到这里本该接近尾声，但今日我再添一笔，唱与诸位听。你好为民愿不是，自有知音多情色，功名烈烈见流星，只知不愁心。彼时鹤归，茫茫天地无依靠，孤身离去。今日再会，新朋旧友坐满堂，共聚此时。
What did you think? Personally, I thought I sang rather well.
Yes, you did. It was so amazing.
It was beautiful. Paimon wants to learn too.
It was wonderful. Also, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks to you, the Divine Damsel of Devastation is a more nuanced tale than ever. The play has an ending, but life goes on. I believe you will find a way to fit in Liyue Harbor.
Thank you. I think I've found the opportunity I needed to change.
Ms. Yun, here you are. Great to see you. Huh? Hey, this young lady with the white hair looks like some kind of VIP. Yeah, that's it, like an Adeptus. Wait, you're the girl from the opera, aren't you? The Divine Damsel herself.
Oh my god.
And look who else we have here, the illustrious traveler. Well, I'll be. This was definitely worth showing up for.
Security!
Let me pull up a chair, all right? We'll all have a friendly chat, get better acquainted.
Please come take this guy away!
Alternatively, you could leave us alone. That is, if you'd prefer to finish your drink via the orifice of your own choice.
Uh-oh. This feels all too familiar. Shenhe's back to her old self again.
Hey, what are you doing?
Calm down, Shenhe. Calm down.
Oh no. Okay, so, oh, we got another one. Okay, let's see. Where is that? Not here. Is it here? Wait, where is that supposed to be? Where did it go? Oh, very cute. I don't see it. Anyways.
To act, one must first feel. After our trip to Mount Tianheng together, I felt much more in touch with the character today. I believe I was able to deliver a more profound performance because of it. Next time I have a new opera, may we study the character together again.
Now that I think about it, I'm glad Master sent me here to deliver the sigils. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had the chance to meet you.
Probably that was her intention. I mean, Cloud Retainer doesn't like going to Liyue too much, and she has no reason to to make sigils.
I'm sure I
for
have much to
Ling
learn
Duong.
from you in the future.
You've made an exceptional contribution toward the building of the new Jade Chamber. I will not forget this. I shall be sure to repay your kindness at an appropriate juncture.
Mr. Zutao.
More wine! More wine!
I think he's had enough.
Drinking and watching opera in the Jade Chamber. A rare and exquisite pleasure.
I wonder when I'll be able to build a Jade Chamber of my own. It'll take a lot more wealth than I have now. But hey, you've got to dream big. Who knows? If I keep working at it, maybe one day.
Where are the others, though? Now what do we do? Can we enter? Oh, we can! We can now. Where are the others?
Lady Ningguang looks stunning today.
Doesn't she always look stunning? Where are those two? I don't see them. Anyways. Where was the location that we saw Xiao? Isn't it somewhere here? The lake. I think it was here. No. Yeah, it was here. And we saw Xiao over there, right? Or was it there? Anyways, I'm seeing a lot of treasure chests. Oh, there's a Sealy hiding here. Wait, Billy, where are you going?
Solidify!
Come to be!
Finally done. Gather! That tingle? Picked the wrong test subject.
This world holds many a rare treasure.
Okay, Silly went over here. Oh!
Though it's not glowing, it certainly glitters.
I wonder though, where did that fin go? It was colored purple. Hmm. But what do we have here? Oh, it's Thomas' birthday! I think. Oh yeah, it is. Oh, so this is probably Thomas' specialty. What dish is this? He gave us a lot of meals. Oh, so that's how it goes. Okay, we got we got a lot. Uh, certainly still need a lot of things. I'm quite amazed though at the detail they always give. Oh, Sigil. Because, you know, they could forgo about having Xiao appear and Chi-Chi, but they still included them there. But wait, where did we last saw him? It's here, I think. Right. Anyways.
Every journey has its final day. Don't run.
Well, I guess it's over. So, my next agenda for in the next stream will be further exploring Enkanomiya. So I guess that's it for today. See you guys in the next stream. Night night.